This is Irontrader, and this is Midday Trading. So we're going to take a look here and see what crude oil is doing, what natural gas is doing. And today we're going to look at crude oil and natural gas, the seasonality charts. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have crude oil, your seasonality chart. Now, again, anytime you want a seasonality chart, just go right here at equityclock.com. It's all right there for you. Okay, let's just take a look and see where we are. Well, we're coming up here into August, okay? So it looks like we have a really nice, probably about another good month here. Good gains here on the upside. But remember, when this hits October, you want to sell this off, okay? Or like in my case, I shorted all the way on down. Okay, and then here about the first, second week of December is where you want to take this long, because look what happens in January. It goes up here, all the way here for about the first week of January, and then we have some sideways action. Now, here in February, I always take a long on crude oil, okay? Now, I trade it every day also, but that's where I take a long on crude oil. I take a long on the XLE, which is a big oil ETF. I take a long on gasoline, which you can very easily do with UGA, and that's your buying time like in February. Okay, because we just have like a slack time here, but then you get ready here for all that Memorial Day, 4th of July, into the Labor Day. Now here, what we're going into here now is the hurricane season this year has not been really all that bad across the board. However, there's a big brouhaha going on there in the Middle East. People are blowing each other up there. So that's why crude oil went up higher, a lot higher there today. We're going to look at that chart here in a second. But this is what you want to look here for crude oil. Just take a look at the seasonality chart. This is over a 20-year period, and we have a real nice rise here, really pretty much about that till the end of September. And then this is where I usually take a short going all the way down to December, and then we don't have a nice rise up here to January. And then right here, I just basically trade oil long and short here until we get to about the mid-February. Then I just take a long. Okay, let's take a look here at natural gas seasonality. Okay, now here we have natural gas seasonality. Now this is just basically the opposite of what the crude oil is, okay? So we had a nice run up here into the June area. Now this followed the cock here pretty good. We'll show you on the charts. And then right around here, you take a good dip here, but this is where your buying opportunity. Now you can see natural gas is coming off here today. You're sitting at 1.96 here. You have a retest of 1.88 level that we can get down to, maybe even a lower, because there's a gap there at 1.67 here. So always remember that. But this right here looks like a nice good buying opportunity here once we get into that early September, and then we take that bad boy all the way here by the second week of December, and then it's a nice good short all the way on down here till we have pretty much here all the way, I usually dump it out like in the February area is where you want to dump that out at. But right now here, just give it a chance. Be very, very patient with the natty gas, because a buying opportunity is coming up our way here to get into September. Now, I looked at the Farmer's Almanac. It looks like it's going to be pretty much steady across the board, but maybe a little bit more snow than normal. But we got to see if there's any kind of disruption or anything on that order. Should take natural gas higher. So again, just look at the seasonality play. We're coming into a time frame here now where we could go a nice long here on the natty gas until about the second week of December. Okay, let's take a look here at the old charts. Okay, here we have the old Crude on the old daily chart, all stretched out here nicely. Okay, so here's what we're looking at. This is where the time frame we are right now. Okay, let me just see if we can. There you go. Okay, so here's what we had is we had this sell-off here with a series of lower lows, lower highs, and then we had this reversal candle, and it rallied up very nicely, but you can see what went right into that 100 SMA. This is why you want to, trade the simple moving averages. They're very, very, very accurate, I think, okay? So you have your 8-day, your 21-day, your 50 days, your green, your 100 days, your purple, and then we have your 200-day, which is your red. And these blue lines up here, these are just price channels, and all they are just tops, okay, and bottoms of candles, which makes it like very, very nice. Now you can use Bollinger Bands, you can use clouds. I don't think they're just as accurate as just putting the price channels in the top of candles. So if you trade candlesticks, price channels I think are really the best. Okay, so then what we do is we double top situation, and then we start losing all your simple moving averages, came right on down. Then we put that low in here of that 71.46. which we were looking for a low here of to retest of 71.67, lower low. But you notice that it closed higher. Okay, it closed at 71.94. That tells me that's a buying opportunity because what we have here is a double bottom. Very, very nice. Now, the following day here, which was last Thursday, we put in a higher low and like a inside day candle. And all that means is your high and your low are the inside of the previous day, but it was a nice green candle. And then on Friday, what do? We held that top portion and we made a nice higher high. That's the reversal right there. That's going to take it higher. Now, we went into the 8-day. It went a little bit above that. And then today here, so, okay, we blasted above the 21-day, and now we're going right into that 200-day simple moving average. Now, this morning, if you watched my video, I said, watch the top of this candle. That was very key, 76.98. It got above that, and we got all the way here up to 77.60. We were looking for 77.81, which is your 200 SMA here. Came just a little bit short here so far. Now what we got to see here, okay, so this is what you're going to be trading against on the upside. Okay, you want to watch that 200-day simple moving average, okay, right there. That's going to be very, very key, 77.81. If you can get above that, then we just look right here to this 50-day, okay, you're looking at 78.71, and then we have the 100-day at 79.51, and then your big retest up here, which is 80.16, is all that is just the top of that candle, okay? Very, very easy. But one thing I do want to show you, see when we had this double top there situation, see this other one, see this double top situation? Then what we did is then it went and made a lower high, lower high, lower high. Now we got to see how this is all going to shake out. So even if this gets up to that 50-day or even the 100-day, that's still going to be a lower high situation. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out. Now you do have a war premium in here, so always remember that, okay? When you have that war premium, right now you got probably about $7 worth of premium in here. That's that war premium. So just be careful. They have a little ceasefire kind of situation. It could come off really hard, okay? So again, on the upside, watch that 77.81. We get above that. You got that 71, that 50-day, and then we have that Hondo there at that 79.51, and then we have that retest there of 80.16. Now, again, if we break that 80.16, then we just follow these candles all the way up here, which you have 81.34. We'll look here to the top of this candle. You're looking at that 82.27, and then we just bring this price channel right across, and what do we have? Okay, 83.10. You bring this price channel right across, what do you have? 83.74, and then we have your double top situation going here, that 84.52 here. Now, we do have a nice W pattern building here, but we got to see how that's all going to shake out. Sometimes the patterns don't work. Okay, like example right here, we had a left shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. Yeah, that worked, and it rallied up very, very nicely. Same thing here, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Not, it's pretty sloppy looking, but it couldn't, muster up to go up any higher kind of a situation. Okay, so now on the downside here, what is the real-time price rate sitting right now is 77.03 level here. So, okay, so what you do is you want to watch this 76.98 level. That's going to be very, very key. And then we'll come over here, 76.52. And then this is what you're really watching is going to be this 21-day at 75.68. That's going to be very, very key support. And then again, if that is lost, what we do is we look to Friday's high. Okay, that's at 75.07, and then we look here to that 8-day at 74.67. Okay, so right here, this 21 SMA here, okay, and this 8 SMA, very, very critical here on the support levels. Okay, on a closing basis, that's the key. So when we start losing that, say that 8 SMA here, well, then we're going to start following the candles down. You got 74.38. We have 74.16. We're going to come to the top of this candle here at 73.52. We'll look to Friday's low, 72.83. And then we can just start following the candles all the way down here. You got 72.58, 72.20, and then your big retest down here is 71.46. But that's only if you lose that 21-day and that 8 SMA. So right now, what we want to do is we want to trade this between the 21-day and the 200-day. That's what we're trading right now. You break above the 200-day, you got the 50-day, the 100-day, and the retest. You break below that 21-day, and the first target is going to be that 74.67 level. That's going to be the 8-day. Then we can just follow the candles down till you get your big retest. Now RSI here, well, this has actually worked out very, very good. See, we have a low, we have a positive divergence. See, we had a low here, we had a low. We had an even lower low, but we have a higher low. See that? Positive divergence. Very, very nice. Now your MACD here, okay, so we had that sell down. You can see where the green, when it crosses below that red, that's selling down, and then it went up, and then we had that little pop up, but now it went and it's curling back up again. So if that green can go cross over that red, we can have that nice pop up level like we're doing right now, and maybe take this bad boy higher. Okay, let's take a look here at natty gas. Okay, here we have natural gas. Now, again, I just want to take this up here a little bit. Now, what we have here is we had a really nice good run up. Okay, we had this positive divergence. See this? We have a low, higher low, positive. But at the same time, you got that negative. So always watch that RSI. It acts a lot more than just relative strength, okay? Because if we look for those divergences and look where it went. It went from all the way from 1.88 all the way here to 230. Nice run, okay, on the old natty gas. Now, you can see here on this 100 SMA here, look at how many times that it tried to get through. Okay, so you have the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6. Did it get through? Yes. Did it close? Oh, hell no. See, it closed below that 100-day, and that's really your first tell. And then when you start losing, you're putting in these series of lower highs and lower lows. That's never good, okay? Never good. Now, look at this 8-day. It's rolling over like the crude did, okay? Rolling over. It hasn't crossed that 21-day yet, but again, now that can turn right back up again, but we got to see how this is all going to shake out. See, just like we had here, where then it rolled over, okay, and then it went right back above, and look how nice it was. Now, this was the contract roll, which is in play right now. Okay, this is the contract roll here that we had some months ago, where it gapped up, and then it held and it ran all the way up nicely. Now you have that 188 level. So if you look to the bottom of the candle, that's 190. That was your support level right there. Now, again, if that's lost, if this keeps coming down and this can't hold this 1.88 level, then what we do is we just follow these candles down. But first of all, today's low, what we had so far, was 1.94. So what we want to do is look over to the bottom of this candle. What do you have? The next support is 1.92. We look to the bottom of this candle. What do you have? 1.90. And then your big retest here is that 1.88, which is basically the bottom of that candle. Now, again, if that's lost, then we'll just follow right there. So you have 1.848, call it 1.85. And then we'll have here, you have 1.80. You have 1.78. We have 1.72. And then we have your gap fill at 1.67. See, this gap here has not been filled yet. We got a little bit lower at 1.88, but you can come all the way down here to 1.67 level. But if it keeps selling, we got to see what the reaction is going to be once it hits that 1.88 level. Now, upside. Okay, well, we always got to look at that upside too. So what you want to do is you want to look at the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 2 flat. Then we look at today's candle. You're looking at 2.02. And then we'll come right to the top of there. You're looking at 2.07. But your key level is going to be right there, that 21-day at 2.10. That's going to be your big time resistance level. And then we'll have at 2.13 level. Now, again, if you can get above that, then we come right up here. Okay, you got 2.22. We have basically 2.23, and then we look for that 100-day at 2.27, and your 50-day and your 50-day and your 200-day all jammed up right there. And then right above it, we have that retest of the price channel at 2.30, which is basically just the top of that candle. Okay, so what you got to do is we just got to trade this range. Now we're trading here. The top is going to be that 21-day, and the bottom is going to be this 1.88. Okay, we got to see if that 1.88 is lost. Everything you need to know about support levels is sitting right here until we get down to that retest at 1.67. Okay, upside, everything is sitting right here. You blast up here. This is what you're going to be looking for is 2.10. Right above that is looking at is 2.13. Okay, that's the big boy. If you can blast up, we follow the candles, yes, but at 100-day. Okay, it's going to be very, very crucial, sitting at 2.27. Okay, so right now here, this is looking patience. This is the word is looking at patience. Okay, now I showed you the seasonality chart. It's going to be a matter of time before natural gas is going to be a big buying opportunity. You're not going to be sitting down here less than $2 here for going into the winter time. Okay, so just always remember that. You get a hard winter, this is going to rally up much, much higher. Now RSI here, we still have room on the downside to go. We just have a possible crossover here on the green over red. That's really not good, but they're really pinching together here. So I'm not getting too excited. Plus, we're at the bottom of it. We're not like, say, up here at the top of the range. Okay, so that's what we're going to look. So for today, just watch these candles here. Very, very key. And watch that 1.88. Upside, we just want to see if we can rally up. That 2.10 is going to be strong resistance, and right above it, 2.13, even stronger resistance. Okay, that's what I got for you. And I'll be back here after the old pit close, and we'll see what crude oil and natural gas is doing. Remember, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.